Let's go.
Hey, what episode is this now?
Damn, bro. We skipped the week, so it threw me off. I think we're on 17.
Yeah, it threw me off. We're 17,
I
right?
think we on 17. I'm pretty sure
I think
we're on
you're 17.
Yeah, we episode 17. Yeah.
How was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was really good, bro. I had it was always a good time with the family, you know. I nothing crazy. Yeah, we cooked, we played games, we ate, got full, and yeah, went back home. But you know what, it was crazy because before we was eating and my dad had prayed, we just realized that, you know, last year was COVID. And people, we didn't do a big Thanksgiving dinner. I remember like what we did was the people that normally like bring food, whatever. We all made the same food, but we, instead of us like eating together, we just kind of made plates and then went back home after that.
Right.
Basically. So it was actually like crazy because I'm like, man, you forget how different everything was last year. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But it was good. How about you? Well, you had, because you're part of the reason why we had a break last week, because we had Thanksgiving and your birthday. So how was your Thanksgiving birthday break?
It was a lot going on, but we had a good time. I know I had a good time. It was celebrated my birthday on Wednesday night, and then the next day was Thanksgiving. We had a good time.
Nice.
I actually worked on Thanksgiving Day too.
You worked?
Yeah, I worked. I got up at 7:00 in the morning.
Oh wow!
I worked for 2 hours. It was just easy money, but we ate good on Thursday. We had a few people come over. You know what? I really didn't drink that much either, so I'm proud of myself.
Oh, Thanksgiving or your birthday?
Yeah, both days. Really? I didn't drink that much.
What's not drinking that much?
Because here's why. Because I knew I had to get up and go to work. Okay. The next morning. Okay. So I was sitting there like that whole day. I'm like, you know what? I'm not finna overdo it, man. Yeah. I'm not finna overdo it. I'm just gonna have a few shots. Whoever give me a shot, and then that's it.
Yeah. See, I remember I used to always have like part-time jobs, and I remember like I never would get drunk on Thanksgiving that much because usually I would have to work on Friday, like for Black Friday sales and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't miss that life, but yeah. But I wonder, I'm so removed from like the Black Friday stuff because I didn't even do no shopping on Black Friday. Did you do any shopping?
No, I don't do that no more.
Yeah, me either. Because the reality is, you know what? These stores be having the same sales all year long. Really. Yeah. They really had it. You don't really get that much of a difference. Some you really find more sales on the smaller things, like, you know, they be having like a blanket on $5, stuff like that. But in general, those TVs and all that stuff gonna sell all year long. So it's really all year long. Like standing in line for no new TV or no new game and all that stuff, because it's gonna be on sale again.
I'm not in any hurry.
Me neither, bro. I'm not in a hurry to spend my money at all. No.
Exactly. And now I'm like, what do I really want that I can't wait for it to come out? You know what I'm saying? Like, right. It's no big deal now. Right.
I wonder if people in the stores like that. Like I said, I ain't paying attention to like the reports on like, you know, how much money was made and stuff like that. I wonder, like, since this is not post-COVID, but, you know, since we coming out of COVID from last year. Well, I shouldn't say that. Since we are operating almost at, you know, how we were before COVID. I wonder how the sales were.
I think I read a report. I think they didn't expect it to be a big spending this holiday. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. But yeah, we've been gone for a couple of weeks, so we got we not that long, just 1 week. So we got a
just
lot to
1 week.
discuss today.
A lot kind of happened too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A lot happened from last time we met to even up to today. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Well, before we get started, let's just give a RIP to Virgil Abloh, who
Definitely,
passed
definitely.
away.
And that was unexpected.
Yeah, that was unexpected. You know, he was big in the hip hop culture.
Mm-hmm.
His roots is here from. He was born and raised in Rockford. Spent time here in Chicago. Met Kanye here in Chicago. Got a chance to be, what was he, like a brand ambassador? Ended up taking over the Louis Vuitton line.
Basically,
Yeah.
he basically became like the head designer for them.
Yeah, the head designer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, he was very instrumental to the culture, and man, he was only 41.
That's what I was getting ready to say, bro. That make me man just appreciate life so much more, because I was thinking about him and Chadwick Boseman as well. They both were early 40s. Like, I think Chadwick may have been 42, 43. And I'm
Yeah, I
like,
think he was. Yeah.
That's our age, man. That's our age.
Yeah.
So it just really makes you like want to just make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And you figure some people at that level that you would assume have like the best access to healthcare and all that stuff, and they succumb to cancer, just let you know, like, it just you never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know. So we just gotta.
And this was a rare form of cancer.
Yeah, man.
It's one of those ones that, man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that cancer is yeah, it's affected my family a lot too. So I try to do better with making sure I check myself, often.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's not just one form of cancer that people that close to me have passed away from, but it's been, I had family that had all kinds of cancers. So
Right.
yeah, so we just gotta take care of ourselves and make sure everybody that's listening, that don't, those yearly checkups, especially as you get older, they are necessary. They are necessary. So
Bingo.
make sure y'all checking on yourself.
They are necessary, and men, I'm gonna say this to the men: go to the doctor, bro.
Yeah.
Like, go to the doctor. Don't, just because you feel like you invincible or you feel good, go to the doctor, bro.
Yeah.
Don't wait until things get worse. Go early. If you ain't feeling well, something ain't right, go.
Yeah.
And go get a yearly checkup.
Yeah. The bare minimum.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Minimum. Go get that checkup.
Yeah. Yeah, it's necessary, yo. It's necessary, definitely, for our community too. Yeah, go get them checkups, y'all.
I feel like this because, like, for me and a lot of my guys who married, or a lot of my guys who got kids, I think we owe it to our family to take care of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think
you owe it to yourself.
We do, and we really owe it to our family, because we got people who look up to us. We got people who depend on us. So if we ain't taking care of ourselves,
you ain't gonna be good
like we should, we ain't gonna be good to nobody else.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, RIP to Virgil. I know they had like a little memorial service for him, and I know Kanye was there along with his wife, not ex-wife, his wife.
It's still his wife.
Was still there.
Yeah,
they was holding hands, and people took pictures. He's still going around telling people he want his family back, and he said if he get his family back, he gonna inspire a whole bunch of other people to get their family back.
I already got my thoughts about Kim and Kanye, so I ain't gonna comment on that because he was at his friend's funeral. But yeah, I feel like, unfortunately, Kanye always got like I don't know, bro. He always got another agenda behind everything he say and do. Like, do you really want your family back for real, or is this just one of those ego things to see, like, I can get just to say I got it back? You know what I'm saying?
I think it's both of them.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I think when it comes to him. It's both of them.
Yeah, probably so.
You know what I mean?
Probably so. Yeah, yeah. A little bit of both.
But yeah, a little bit of both. Like one last thing about Virgil, I didn't even know he was. What was it? His parents are from. Oh man, I read it. They're not from here. They came here immigrants.
Yeah.
And they made their way. Yeah, I forgot. But the
I think
fact
he's African,
reading
right?
about
Like, he's from Ghana?
something like that. Yeah,
Ghana?
I think so. But the fact that they made their way here and up in Rockford, and his mom was like a seamstress.
Yeah.
She was really good at sewing, and then I can see how he got into fashion and clothes and stuff because he probably learned a lot from his mom.
Right. Naturally. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Virgil was that guy. Like him and Kanye was tight, and then I know him and Kanye kind of fell out a little bit. But in like 2018, 2017, around that time, with the whole fashion thing and the Drake thing, but I'm gonna say this: I don't know. I just hope that they made amends. I hope they were cool.
I think they were, because I know I saw a video they was showing from maybe like his last big fashion show. And Kanye
he was crying.
there. Yeah, and Kanye was there. Yeah, so I think that was the last big one he did, which is maybe that's when he kind of got off the scene. Maybe that's when he started getting a little bit, sicker after that. So
I remember that. I remember Kanye was crying when he hugged him.
Yeah,
and you know what? Like I give Kanye a lot of shit because a lot of stuff he say and do, but I will say this about him. I feel like if he love you and he consider you his friend, I believe he means that.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Like I never thought he was phony with it.
Yeah.
Because there's certain people that he love. When he say he love, and when he get overly emotional about that, but he a loyal dude, and he said that on the Drink Champs.
Yeah,
he said that, and I get it. I get it.
He always mentioned Virgil, and I think two
people
that he loved the most probably Virgil and Dame Dash. Between those
two, he loved Dame.
Yeah, I don't think those two can even despite any differences. I think he always, those his boys. Yeah.
Yeah, those his boys. He loved Dame. What he say? He's the what's the name version of Dame? I forgot what he said on Drink Time, whatever he said, but
he was
it's about right.
The rich version or the billionaire version?
Yeah, that's what it was. I'm the rich version of Dame Dash.
Yeah.
That shit was funny as hell.
Yeah.
and speaking of celebrity, so what's going on in Barbados? Because I all I care about is Rihanna, but what's going on in Barbados?
Well, the Queen is no longer like that figure. The Queen of England, rather, she's no longer like she really didn't really have no real power there anyway. She really had no real power in England, honestly. But that family structure, as far as their family being like the face of the country, and them being under like their leadership, being under that British Parliament, because that's where that's who colonized them or whatever. They just removed her as that figure, and then they're just using their own, governor, just as she's the head of state basically.
Really?
So they removed the Queen. I mean, they've been free for a while. I mean, independent, I should say. They've been independent for a while, but they still had that connection to England,
Her baby.
She couldn't wait.
Yeah, she jumped up there.
That's too funny. But yeah, that's what that was. So they had a big ceremony to officially, do that to turn over the new leadership. So that was pretty dope. It's like crazy though, bro. You think about it, like, the history of just like colonization from the Europeans, like, like, I think like with Barbados specifically, I think like maybe it just was maybe like 7 years ago, that they were still like England was still paying off like the people that owned the slaves, and the ones that when slavery ended, and part of the agreement for them ending slavery, what they had to pay them because they were property, and so they were still paying like those. They were still paying those people, those slave owners, money to free slaves, like up until like a few years ago.
Wow.
I mean, they ain't the only ones, but but that was like crazy. That's why I'm like, when people be talking about like freeing the slaves and stuff, it was like it was money behind it. Like they really didn't care about the slaves. It was more of a money move, and even within the money move, like it still was done in humanity. Like they still paying people. These are people, but they had to pay them. Like the government paid them to stop. To technically stop slavery.
Yeah,
it's stupid, but yeah. And that was just and that's what killing people say. Slavery was so long ago. No, people still getting rich for slavery up until like 5-6 years ago.
5-6 years ago.
So it's not that long ago.
Yo, slavery. You know what? Let's just keep it a buck. Slavery made a lot of people rich.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it a buck.
It made the world rich. And definitely the United States and all the rest of these European countries that colonized everywhere. I mean, that's still taking up in Africa resources. You know what I'm saying? That it did a number on Black people for sure.
Because the whole thing behind it was what? Free labor.
Yeah.
That's all it was. Free labor.
And they just found a new way to do that.
They just found a new way to do it.
Called jail. Incarceration.
There's money involved.
Oh yeah. That's crazy.
It may be like, if you think about it, it's sick, it's disgusting to think about it, but if you build a prison in one of those little small towns, what that does is not only creates jobs, it also creates economy for that town, that city.
Right.
And the more inmates you have, the more needs it'll be for COs.
Yeah.
The more need it'll be for cooks.
Yeah.
The more need it'll be for
everybody, just staff,
doctors, nurses, all that.
Yeah. And you notice they always in those small hick towns.
Always.
They always in them small hick towns.
They thrive off them towns.
Yeah. In the middle of nowhere. And you gotta go see your family drive 5-6 hours through white only pie land, and hope you don't get, hope you make it out there, alive.
Listen, short story. When we went to go pick up our buddy last year, when he got out, and we was going to them little towns, I'm thinking to myself, I said, I hope none of these damn sheriffs here fuck with us.
Yeah.
Because it's 4 black dudes in the car. We all got license. We all good,
that don't matter.
but still.
Yeah.
I hope they don't mess with us, man.
Yeah.
Because we out here early in the morning. Because he was set to be released.
Yeah.
We had to be there at 9 o'clock. And we had to drive like 2.5, 3 hours to get him. And just like you said, we going through them little towns. One town, they got 2 stoplights.
Yep. I've been there. Trust me, I know. I've been there. I've been there.
That prison has a whole bunch of jobs.
That prison is a whole bunch of jobs. And then, sometimes when you go, the worst time to go is when they're doing that shift change. Because now you already drove that long way. Then you got to wait until they switch over. And Lord knows how long that takes. And then it's just like, the crazy thing is, if you ever been to a prison to visit someone, they treat you just like they treat the prisoners.
Oh, man, I already know.
So imagine if you just come in at a visit and they treat you horribly. Imagine how they treat people in there. You know what I'm saying? That when they don't have cameras and they, you know what I'm saying? When they're by themselves, like you can imagine how they treat those inmates.
I know. When we went to go see our buddy, it's about like 6 years ago. He was down there, and I'm talking about the way they treated us.
Yeah, man.
I'm thinking to myself like, my other homie I'm with, he a damn officer of the law. Like,
right.
Why y'all talking to us like that?
Yeah, they
but
get
you
off.
know, that's just how they are.
They get off. Yeah, they get off on that. That's just that superiority thing we was talking about before. Like, you know, people, you know, it's a thing of how they think that Black people should be in this country, and it's just like, yeah, no, I'm not on that.
Well, look,
sorry,
not all Black people deserve to be locked up, and not all Black people are savages. So it is some Black people that just, you know, regular folk just like them.
Yeah, but that's comments. That's people in general. We have different cultures as far as how we do things, but it's different, but it's the same. You know what I'm saying? We still do the same things. We just do them a little bit differently, and that's fine. Like, that's the beauty of being diverse. But you know, it's not a, you know, if you've taken over the world by convincing everybody that you're somehow better because of the color of your skin, then you know they hold on to that. You know, and subconsciously they benefit from that. And you know, why would you want to get rid of that when you benefit from, you know, from that? So there's like today, like I don't know if we probably gonna talk about it anyway, but since we're talking about this, like with the shooting that just happened in Michigan, and you know, it was with the I don't know if you saw that, with the young boy at 15 shot up his shot up the school. And I just saw the video of like the kids in the classroom when he tried to trick them into opening the door, and they actually escaped through like the window in the classroom. And it's just like, the conversation is just like, how come America has more guns circulating than we actually have people? And I'm like, that's because that's how the power structure was built, on the power of the gun. So that's why so many people who are gun holders, and you know, the great amount of Caucasian people in this country, that's because that's the power structure. That's how they got in power with
that's
the
their right. Remember, that's their right.
But that's how they got in power with the gun. They never gonna get rid of them damn guns, because
they're never gonna get rid of the guns.
That's how they conquered the world, literally.
Gun laws will never ever change.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
It will never change. They can you can get a congressman tomorrow. They can get up in front of the entire Congress and make a speech about what happened in that school and why laws need to change. It's going on deaf ears, because the people that they answer to are the ones that spend a whole bunch of money on guns. And the ones that write them checks when it's time for them to run for office. Those laws are never going to change.
Nope. And they know it. And it's just like, the most you can do is, even if it's easy to be like, to get strapped yourself. But if push come to shove, we know, like, if there's a situation where, you know, the rules aren't the same. They wasn't made for other people. They were made for white men specifically, to twist those rules so they can get off. You try that, you going to jail. Period.
It's not the same. I mean, let's just keep it a buck. The dude, his daddy bought that gun. His daddy bought him that gun.
He knew how to shoot it. I'm sure
he knew how to shoot
that gun. He probably learned how to shoot at 8 years old.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So all that changed the gun laws. Why? His daddy bought the gun.
Yep.
It wasn't like his dad was a fella.
You know what's so crazy, bro, is just as how they word things, like to bring sympathy to people. Like, you know, the bullied boy was, you know, he was bullied in school. A lot of black kids was bullied. A lot of non-black kids, a lot of white kids been bullied, and they didn't go and shoot up the school. But if that was a situation where it was a black boy, they would not word it that way. They would not have no.
It happened already. Caption. It happened already this past school year.
Yeah.
That boy, he bought a gun to school, but he told him, "I bought it for protection."
Yeah.
But what did they say? What did they say? They demonized the kid.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And then you see what the media did today when they released the pictures of this boy.
What?
Up there in Michigan? They released pictures of him praying hands.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Praying.
Yeah.
But then other people found other pictures of him when he got his shirt up with his gun in his
pocket. Show that. Yeah. I'm like, it's crazy how the media do that shit, bro. It's like they want to pick the most innocent looking ass picture, but they don't want to show them pictures with him with the gun though.
They didn't even show his mugshot. They didn't show the mugshot.
The funny thing is, I had to search, like Google search, to see his picture because it wasn't, otherwise the articles wasn't showing his picture.
The media is the devil. The media is the devil. But you know, Jason Whitlock, Candace Owens, and Larry Elder say, "Oh, we just making up stuff now.
You know, it has nothing to do with race." They media plants, so I don't even take them serious. Like I used to get mad, like how could somebody be that dumb? But Candace Owens, she clearly like she's a blatant like clown. So it's just like I don't even like when she say stuff. I don't even just get mad anymore because I feel like her, Jason Willock, all of them, they getting their check and they saying what they got to say to keep their check. So it's not. I don't take them serious anyway. So yeah.
That situation was nuts, and you know, I'm not saying like I feel bad for the 3 kids that got killed because I said nobody deserves to lose their life when they go into school. But once again, here we are, school shooting, white kids, the world stops.
Yeah.
But when it's black kids getting murdered, like 2 weeks ago, a lady. Her son, 14-year-old son, got killed. 2 weeks later, before she even buried her son, she gets killed.
Yeah,
she gets killed. And guess how old the person was who shot and killed both of them?
How old?
14.
That's so damn sad, bro.
So here we go. We got a 14-year-old kid whose life is gone because he murdered 2 people. He's probably never going to get out of prison. Nobody knows yet. Nobody knows yet. But we talking about guns.
That matters, but it's just like I be wanting to know, like when you're 14 and you go out to kill not 1 but 2 people, which you probably kill other people too. But if you can do that just without any conscience, like what? I can't. Like I need to know what was your thought pattern. Like how did you get there? You know,
we will never understand that because when we grew up in school. Nobody made us that mad we wanted to kill somebody.
Right.
Nobody made us that mad where we literally thought, I'm going to go get a gun and I'm going to go shoot this person.
Right.
It's totally like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
But speaking of other news, like you've been checking out about this Omicron variant. This virus?
A little bit. You know, I try not to be obsessive with that type of news because I don't want to be paranoid. But yeah, I mean, I started it because I saw this doctor from South Africa when she was talking about how they were doing travel bans from South Africa. And she was, it had pissed her off because she was saying how, you know, it wasn't even here first, but the first time
I saw her.
And you saw that, and she was like, "We didn't."
This morning, I saw her,
and she was like, "You know, but we're being transparent, and this is what y'all do. Oh, nobody can come from, you know, you can't come in from Africa and all this stuff, and it's always political agenda behind stuff, you know, and you know, she just exposed how you want to talk about, you know, we had the least amount of deaths in the world, you know, as a continent as a whole, and then now we're having a situation where people not even so much dying from it like that, but at the same time they had it pretty much controlled. But then when it comes to getting the vaccine access, they're not getting it. You know, they're not getting the access the rest of the world is getting it. So again, It just shows you just how the mistreatment of Black people across the world globally, like, you know, it's messed up. But I know that they was talking about they found some cases here. Once you found one, you already know it's 1,000 more. They just don't have they haven't recorded it yet.
Yeah, so of course.
This all this stuff is crazy to me.
like I've been saying, is that when I saw that lady speak this morning, I saw her little interview. She basically said that stop trying to scare folks.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, we don't even have enough information about what it's gonna do.
Right.
And she said we're already talking about travel bans.
Right.
And see, but this is when it's stuff like this. This is why you have people out here who don't believe in this. You have people out here who think again it's just political.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's not real. I'm not saying it's not, something we should be worried about. But at the same time, the media pushes it like it's been pushing it, and people do go into a panic.
Yeah, that's the weirdness stuff. That's why that's what makes stuff when you got the people that don't want to take the vaccine because it's still in its infant stages and you pushing it so hard and we don't know if it's working, if it's not working. You pushing it and you saying it doesn't stop it, and then now you saying okay, now go get a booster and we're gonna keep on getting boosters, and it's like they create this mass hysteria, and on people that's really getting money is Pfizer and Moderna and Johnson. Like it's mad weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the stuff that make it seem that people, when it gets like that, and it's just like you don't really care about people's health. This is just more of an agenda to find ways to control people, honestly. Like, because then if you already know, we talked about it, some episodes ago, but it's already to the point of where, like, I think I saw in somewhere overseas where they said it's gonna be a lockdown, but it's only if you not vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not vaccinated, then you on lockdown, everybody else can go free. It's almost like these movies that we used to see that was futuristic, 10, 20 years ago, and they used to have like how this stuff was going to be like of diseases and the world and how they separate us and how it's controlled. I really feel like it's the beginning stages of this. It's not even trying to be no conspiracy theory. It's we're living it.
We are living it. We are. But you remember, what was that country who did it? What country locked down their country?
Completely?
When it first started. It wasn't China, was it? Was it China?
It was China.
And they got out of it.
Yeah.
They got out of it.
Yeah. And the crazy thing to me, bro, the countries that did complete real lockdowns, they were able to control the deaths at a certain point, but America, we never had a full lockdown, and that's why we still lead the world in COVID deaths.
You know why? Because you can't do that to privileged folks.
Yeah.
First thing they're gonna do is what you saw on January 6th.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, how you gonna lock me down from my own home and tell me I can't go anywhere?
It used to be funny to me when you go to the doctor or somewhere, they have the nerve to be asking stuff like, when was the last time you were out the country? And when were you, did you ever test? I'm like, we the ones who should not be going in anybody's country because we the ones walking around, don't want to wear no mask, don't want to stand 6 feet apart, don't want to follow no rules because we feel like we have the right to do that. No, we the ones who should be, like people should be, leery of going to their country, not vice versa. Because those ones, they, like you said, they have full lockdowns. We the ones who
full
had
lockdown, lockdown. Like you couldn't be outside.
I know. Yeah, and if you was outside, you had to have like a written a reason as to why you were out there. Yeah.
What ended up happening is they slowed down the spread of the virus.
They did.
Just like that.
Yeah, they did.
But again, it was like you say, the movies. Like the movies we've seen before. Mm-hmm. That's what they was doing in the movies. It's completely locking down a place and was like, you quarantine, you quarantine. You know what I mean? That's what they did. But this country will never do that. It's too much. It's too much money to be made every day, and they'll never be able to lock
down. There's a whole lot of money in his money.
Right, exactly. Because somebody's gonna be mad about. The people already lost a lot of money in 2020. There's no way they doing this shit.
But you know,
no way.
And you know, I've got my feelings about that too, because they lost money in 2020. But how much money they made the years before that, though? Them people got money. Now, normal people, working people, but the rich people, they fine. They lost money last year. But
talk to a rich person. What's they gonna tell you?
Listen,
they gonna tell you ain't nothing better than making more money.
Yeah, and that's the problem too. When you motivated by greed, because like I said, you lost money last year, but I'm sure you made I forgot, like them oil companies, they were saying even with the money they lost last year, they were saying they can go without making money for 30 years and still be rich. It's
True,
still,
I believe it.
They was like they cannot make money for 30 years, but you see every time something happens, what the first thing that happens is the gas prices go up. It's BS. It's BS.
Of course, you just like in the entertainment industry, they lost billions of dollars in 2020 because of no shows, no concerts, no movies, all that. That industry lost over $1 billion. The entertainment industry. They know. The economy, people, the powers to be, they know they can't let that happen again.
Yeah, but at the cost of what? Of the cost of millions of Americans dying.
Because what they looked at that's what they looked at. They looked at, hey, not everybody's dying. Only this amount of people dying. We got to slowly open the economy back up. That's what they did.
Yeah, and now we going back to packed in concerts, breathing on each other. I still can say I'm good on that. I'm good on that.
You good on that?
I'm good on that. I don't even for me to go to probably a fest or something like that. It has to be. I don't want nobody on me. I don't like that.
I feel you.
It's too much. It's still too. I'm gonna be in there with my mask, my shield. Don't touch me at all.
That's how I felt.
I need 10 feet. Forget 6 feet. I need 10 feet.
That's how I felt when we went to the White Sox game this past year. When they remember when Chicago became fully open. And then they was letting the White Sox have the full capacity.
Yeah.
So we was there the next day, and I ain't gonna lie, Tease. I gotta keep it real. I looked around me, and I was like, damn, I ain't used to this yet. Because it's literally people on top of you. You know how you walking through there to get to your seat, the concession stand?
Yeah.
It's people on top of you. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I ain't ready for that.
But you know what's crazy, and we take it for granted? We went a whole year without that.
Because we don't need it, bro. We don't need it. It's everything we got is on such a large scale. We are like hoarders for so much. Just overconsumption for everything. We gotta have the biggest stadium, we gotta have the biggest, everything. And it's just we really don't need all that. Like you said, we went a whole year without it. I love, going to sporting events and things like that, but I'm just I'm gonna take my time getting back into it because I don't trust those people that got their fake vaccine papers.
Yeah, we seen that already.
Yeah.
Buddy ass from the Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown ass.
Yeah.
He turned in a fake vax card to the league and his team.
Yeah. But Antonio Brown he's always been a little special. So
listen, I'm gonna say this. I see people on Twitter, Facebook arguing back and forth about why he gets suspended. Aaron Rodgers didn't. Look, I'm gonna let y'all have that. Whatever y'all want to argue, that's fine. But if you want to do semantics with it, that's cool. I'm just gonna say this: what Antonio Brown did was different than what Aaron Rodgers did.
Now, why you say it's different? Because I got my thoughts too. But why you say
here's why it's different. Because what he did was have a false document and turned it in as if it was his, saying he was vaccinated. To the league, that's what he did. Aaron Rodgers public and his team. The league and his team knew that he wasn't fully vaccinated. Mm-hmm. So again, I said you can play semantics all you want. Those two are not the same.
Okay, but if the league and his team knew, isn't that still? I mean, because aren't they supposed to be vaccinated?
No, you don't have to be vaccinated.
You don't have to be.
Okay. It's still your choice.
Okay.
Aaron just chose not to disclose that he was or wasn't. He tried to use some different way of saying it.
Yeah.
And the league and his team pretty much was hoping that it didn't get out. Well, it got out, and we saw the shitstorm.
Right.
What AB got a fake card and turned it in as if he was vaccinated.
Yeah.
So not only did AB actually, in some states that's against the law. Like in Hawaii, they booking people for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
For having a fake vax card. So again, if people want to play the semantics, if people want to do because he white, privilege, whatever, fine, you could do that. I'm not saying it don't exist. You could do that. But to me, just looking at it from the facts only, it's not the same. Same song, second verse. Say that too. But to me, it's just not the same.
I get it. I mean, I guess when you put it that way, I mean, I could see that. I just think like just the what I'm trying to say, just the visual of it. You know what I'm saying? Just how it looks, the optics of it. Like people just automatically look at it like, they only. I don't think the NFL that dumb to just be like, oh, they black and that's why they, that's not it.
Not in this instance, I don't think so.
I think in this instance, I think it's just because Antonio Brown actually had a real fake document where like he went the next step. It's one thing to lie about it, but then to actually submit a fake, a fake vaccination card to your employer, that would
exactly.
None of us could do that. You know what I'm saying? And it go without record, with some.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. And again, and the only reason why he got outed is because this motherfucker he ain't pay his chef.
Stupid. That's what I'm saying. AB always in some stuff. Like,
Listen,
he's a phenomenal talent, but sometimes he don't be thinking, man.
No, man, call it what it is. He do nigga shit. Just call it what it is. He do it. He do it.
He do. Because I'm like,
and now he finna miss 3 games.
You losing money. So
3 games. 3 games.
What equals how much of his salary, bro?
They had it on Twitter. I missed it, but it's game checks. It's a nice amount of money.
Yeah, it's almost. I want to say it's almost like $500,000. It ain't that quite that much, but maybe $250,000.
Yeah, that he didn't have to lose either.
That you didn't have to lose. So $10,000 to pay your chef or lose 3 games worth of salary. Like that's
but remember, here's the kicker though that people are forgetting. When the story first broke, remember a month ago, everybody was like, "Oh no, that's not true." Remember, his agent released a statement saying that's not true. Mm-hmm. This guy's just saying AB owes him money. That's why it came out, and everybody was like, "Oh, okay, AB ain't that dumb. AB ain't that crazy."
Yeah, man.
Then we found out AB is crazy than a motherfucker. He literally gave these people, Tease, he gave these people a fake card, Tease.
Yeah, he should have known better than that. Or if you did know better, I mean, if you ride dirty like that, you shouldn't be telling nobody. Like, I don't know why the hell Chef even know.
How does Chef know?
The chef shouldn't even know that. Like, that should be G14 classified.
Classified information, right?
Yeah, that should be classified. Like nobody should know that outside of yourself and yourself.
I mean, this dude literally turned in because when the NFL had it where if you got vaccinated before camp started, before the season started, they wanted the players to get vaccinated if you chose to get vaccinated. Mm-hmm. So once you got vaccinated, you had to turn in your vaccination card. Mm-hmm. And each card has a stamp on it. You know it. You've seen it. Yeah. Where, they show it's official.
Right.
This fool turned in a bogus one.
Yeah. But the stupid thing is, I'm pretty sure he could have got somebody from the hospital to give him a real one. You know what I'm saying? Like, he probably could have gotten a card, like a real card that was stamped, that somebody could have, they could have made him one. You don't know no nurses. I mean, like, I want to see the card he gave him, like, just because, I mean.
I hope somebody leak it. Take a picture and leak it.
Unless it was just a card, an in general card that was real, but then they found out like he didn't have no medical records or whatever. So it could be something like that.
Instead of Pfizer, that shit spelled with a F-I-Z-E-R.
Because I wonder too. I mean, we have to do that for my job too, and I wonder, like, is there like a committee that actually does follow through to see, okay, did she really get vaccinated, or is this just like a show and tell thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, how much?
Well, I think they do. I think depending on the county you get it in, they verify it.
Interesting.
I had to turn mine in.
Yeah, the funny thing is, like, for us, like I said, it was for me. I thought about it like, if the stipulation is I ain't got to go into the office because I ain't vaccinated, well, I ain't gonna get vaccinated.
You ain't gonna get vaccinated.
Or if I get vaccinated, I ain't gonna give you my card. Shoot.
Well, as long as you didn't work for no government agency or no city, because you got to get the vaccination.
No, I don't work with none of them. So
you good. You good. A lot of these private companies, they not really making it like that on their employees, but these government agencies, they tell these people, hey, you want to get a paycheck?
Yeah.
Go get the goddamn shot. Go get the shot.
That's messed up, though. I still feel like I feel like it's too early for all that, but that's just me.
I mean, I get it. Everybody got an opinion on it. I just hate to see some people have to literally choose their livelihood because of this vaccination.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I hate.
Yeah, that's the messed up part.
So it's been a lot of TV shows. What's your favorite show right now?
Well, to be honest, I never would have thought I would say this because, Insecure is my favorite show for the longest. But right now, and it just went off. This had its season finale a couple weeks ago. But I mean, I've been in love with BMF. Like, that's been my surprisingly, I can't wait to second season. Yeah.
Whoa.
And I actually too, in the same vein.
Breaking news.
BMF and Power Book 2.
What?
Yeah, Power. I'm with the hood shows.
Hey, audience members that watch this podcast, remember Latif said today is December 2nd, 2021.
Yes.
Latif said she's with the Ratchet TV shows.
Well, I like the Ratchet TV. My reality TV, Ratchet TV. But normally, like, it took me a while to even get into the Power when it first came out, because I'm like, how many times you gonna show like a drug story? But I did eventually start getting into it, and the Power Book 2 and BMF, they've been good. Well, I mean, I think they've been really good. What you been? I know you've been watching it. I mean,
I don't miss it.
Yeah.
I love it. I can't wait to BMF come back.
I can't wait for it to come back too. Yeah, because I like how they ended it, kind of like showing, like how the true story is about how him and his brother kind of separated. So I'm waiting to see that.
I can't wait.
Yeah, that's gonna be. They could do a lot with that show as far as just
I wonder how long they gonna keep it. How long they gonna do it?
Could at least do. I think, bro, they could probably at least do a solid 4 seasons. You could talk about how they separated and go through that process, and then they kind of already hinting at how Meech was so flashy, and that was really like the doing of them is because he was super flashy. That mom had billboards. I mean, that's really what took them down. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. And I've been like Power. If anybody been catching Power, like it's just crazy to watch Tariq just be like, mini ghost. Basically, he like his daddy. Like he hated his dad so much to the point that he actually killed his dad, and now he's his dad.
Yeah, he's basically his dad.
Yeah.
Teach me the game, Ghost.
Teach me the game, Ghost. And Ghost didn't, but he figured it out.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's so funny.
Yeah, that's it's been good. I've been
yeah, it's been good. It's been good.
I think I was surprised. This is a spoiler alert for everybody. I was surprised on the last episode when. Now let me ask you: did you think that he was going to set that professor up with that phone?
Absolutely.
I thought he was too. Yeah,
that's Tariq.
Yeah, I was surprised he.
Who is daddy? Who is daddy?
His daddy is Ghost, and his dad do whatever he got to do to preserve himself. And I thought he was gonna do it, but you know what? He didn't.
Listen, it's ironic. The same thing Tariq hated his daddy for. Tariq said you was selfish. All you care about yourself.
Yeah.
What is Tariq doing?
Yep.
Self-preservation.
He is though, bro. But he didn't. He ended up he didn't. I think when he heard her talking about him in a good light, that made him feel some kind of way. So he didn't put the phone in there. He ended up burning it. Remember?
Yeah, he did burn it.
So that's what I'm saying. So maybe he liked his daddy, but not all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like he got a little heart somewhere in there.
I'm just waiting on him to smash one of them girls.
He already smashed them. Didn't he smash?
I know, but
already.
No, he needs to smash Monet's daughter.
Oh, he gonna get that. And so I mean he got 3 hoes on them.
Well, who the other one?
You got what's her name? Monet's daughter. You got Lauren, and then the girl he was selling drugs with. Remember her?
She a dyke.
No, but she's doing that now. Remember they was kicking it before she got to the school.
Yeah, but you see now she ain't on no penis.
Yeah, but she still get worked up about Tyrese.
Well, I guess that's the only one there she won't be gay for then. she had Shorty in the room about to bust her down.
Yeah, she was
knocked on the door.
But I'm just saying, her and Tariq used to have something going on. So
I remember because I didn't trust her.
But Tim said at the same time she was kind of setting them up too. So who knows?
I didn't trust her.
Yeah,
but I want him to get Monet's daughter.
His friend do too, though. I want to see how his best friend start making moves.
The white dude.
Yeah, because the white dude. That he made it that was how Kane got the stuff. Like he followed the dude, and it was kind of like it was easy to get the the drugs basically.
He gonna kill somebody close to that family. Watch.
Who? Kane or the white dude?
Kane, yep. Kane.
Go kill somebody in the white boy family?
No, and in his family. It's gonna be one of them. Watch. You're gonna see it. You're going to see it. It's going to happen because that dude ruthless.
He probably killed his mama.
That's what I'm saying. If they get rid of her character, it might be by him.
Yeah. I think he ruthless. Kill his mama. Unless she killed him first. Yeah. 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 That was that was a good episode. I'm liking the hood TV.
It's been good. It's been good.
Yeah, so look, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We got to get into it. We both are fans of this show. Let's just get into it. Mm-hmm. It's the elephant in the room. Mm-hmm. Insecure.
I was just going to ask you that.
Let's talk about it,
bro. I'm surprisingly underwhelmed. right? Like the best episode they had was so far for me was the one with the Lawrence episode, right? And I know they trying to like squeeze in a whole bunch of storylines because this is the last season, but I don't know. I just expected it to be a little more. I don't know. It's not giving me what I thought it would give me. I don't know what it is, but it's not bad. It's just I don't know. I've been expecting more, and it's been a little bit underwhelming. Maybe I had too big of expectation, but it ain't been like I expected it. Like like I thought I'd have a little more drama, and maybe they'll pack all that in the last few episodes. But yeah, it's just been like it's not it don't appear to be like a last season, like what I'm saying, with a lot going on. It's just it's weird. I don't know.
It's boring. I'm just gonna say what it is.
You hate
it. It's boring.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. No, I don't hate it. It's just boring. Last week was good because the way Issa tossed that damn baby.
That was hilarious.
And the way she like kicked old girl.
Kids.
Man, I literally rewinded it like 7 times.
That was hilarious.
That shit was so funny.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm like why y'all like? Where's the drama? Like, where's like some action scenes or like where's like something that's gonna grab me? I've yet to see that episode. Other than the Lawrence episode, and I get it because that episode probably hit home for a lot of people who do co-parenting.
Yeah.
And it's probably like what they go through. But other than that, like, dude who she with now, that story is boring, bro.
It's the thing is, I feel like they are tiptoeing around the subject of it. They're trying to show the other side of mental health and people with mental, but it's not. They need to just make it evident and talk about it like in your face. Like I feel like that's a subject that you can't like tiptoe around. If we're gonna talk about mental health, like they should have been just be blatant with it, like. And what's going on, like in I don't know. I feel like they could have did that a little bit different. Like I know that they're trying to show mental health and trying to show it with a black man, which is good. But I just feel like, I mean, I guess the last scene when he got into it with the barbershop and he was talking about like that was kind of I guess you could say a real situation where he was kind of like. Y'all shouldn't trust his bipolar ass anyway, and all that stuff. Like, I felt like even then, they probably could have going in on him. They could have did some more too, like because truthfully, probably, a real black dude probably would have been, he probably would have went ham a little bit more than,
He might have stole on him.
Yeah, he probably would have stole on him. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I don't know. I'm not rating the show, so. But yeah,
I mean, I love Issa. I'm always watch whatever she do because I love her. But I just want to see more, like this whole Molly thing, and it just I don't know, man.
I feel like this too, bro. I already feel like I don't even because of how emotionally unbalanced that her current boyfriend is, and that whole thing with him not saying I love you back. I feel like. They already like. I feel like it's going to end with Issa and Lawrence getting back together somehow. That's what I think.
Everybody keeps saying that. Everybody keeps saying that.
Yeah, because I feel like they're already setting that up.
See, I don't know because I feel like they're not going to do it because that's what everybody predicted. I believe she went into this season not doing it.
I know that she said that she wanted to show how relationships really are, and she didn't want to do the whole fairy tale thing because she wanted to show the struggles, and so I think that was part of the reason why she showed like what he's going through with baby mama, what she's going through, and
what she's going through. Yeah,
I think they just trying to show that even if they get back together, the road ain't gonna always be easy. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Or it could be in reality where some situations just people don't need to be together. Sometimes people all they got is time. You know what I'm saying? There's some shit just ain't supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So they could go that route, which I can dig that too. You know, TV wise, everybody want the fairy tale, but in real life, a lot of people don't get back together because they ain't supposed to be together in the first place. So
life ain't always been no crystal stair.
It had nails in it. I had to learn that when I was in grammar school.
Yes, we all had to learn that.
I forgot it though, but yeah.
Hey, black child.
I remember that part.
Oh
yeah,
man. Hey, hold up. We got breaking news. So apparently, versus right now between Bone and 3-6 Mafia.
Mm-hmm.
There has been a fight.
A fight?
Yes.
Between who, bro?
I don't know, but a whole bunch of notifications coming on my phone saying these dudes is fighting.
Oh my god!
So I don't know, but
these
I mean,
old ass dudes in the club need to go sit down.
Now you see, like I don't really care about verses anymore, so I'm glad I'm not watching it. But if I just would have seen these grown ass men fighting,
and these grandpas,
I disgust
these
them.
granddaddies at this point. Stop.
Disgusting.
Stop.
Yeah. So
now, if
Jeezy
and Gucci can get through verses without fighting, clearly 50-year-old men rapping should be able to do that. Come on now.
No shit.
Yeah. I ain't really follow 3-6 Mafia like that. Like, I know some of their songs. They whole name used to freak me out, to be quite honest with you. Like, I hate saying 3-6 Mafia. Like, this is the devil. Like, their name is the devil, right? The name is the mark of the beast, right? So I used to didn't rock with them like that when I was younger. But I like some of their songs, but I don't really follow them like that.
So. I really didn't care about neither groups. Like, they had some hits, but
yeah,
I really didn't care about I was not breaking my neck.
You know, for us, bro, in the Midwest, to us, Bone was just like a Crucial Conflict ripoff for us. You know what I'm saying?
Bone was Cleveland's Crucial Conflict.
Yeah, but they got to a higher level. But it was just like y'all stole that from us. That's how we used to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stole our style, but yeah.
But I mean, that versus it's whatever. You know, it's
one of those. That's gonna be interesting. We'll follow up that tomorrow and see what happened.
Now, did you listen? I'm gonna talk about this Kevin Hart series. Mm-hmm. First of all, I'm not the biggest Kevin Hart fan. Never have been. I'm not saying he's not funny, but he's not one of my favorites. Mm-hmm. But this series he did, that was damn good.
That was real good. Yeah,
that was damn good. That was good. Like, and see again, I like him when he's acting. Mm-hmm. I don't really care for him when he does his stand-up shit or like his other movies when he's trying too hard. Like, I give you an example. That movie he did with Will Ferrell, Get Hard, that shit was trash.
Okay, I know it was trash, but I like Will Ferrell too, so I laugh.
No, I like him.
I do.
I like him, but that shit was trash. It was too much. It was like you could feel when jokes are being forced. Like when they write these scripts, you could just tell, oh, that's a forced joke. Yeah, that's a forced joke. Yeah. But this movie he did with my man Wesley Snipes, and man, that shit was good.
Yeah, it was good. I binge watched it in one day, bro.
It was good.
Yeah,
I did too. It took me one day.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it in one day. I was surprised. I wasn't, you know what? Yeah, I think Kevin kind of found his groove, you know, like with movies and shows and stuff like that. Like, it was good. Like, some parts, like, I could kind of figure out, it was kind of predictable, but it was still good. Like, I'm old. I've watched movies for a long time, so I kind of almost figure stuff out. But
I knew who did it
to the end. It was good.
I knew who did it. I knew who did it. Like, I knew automatically. I knew
Me too, bro. I knew in the beginning when he gave him that pill bottle. I said, "Oh, I knew."
That's what I said.
Yeah. I knew he had something to do with it. I didn't think that it was like exactly I didn't know it was gonna play out exactly like it was gonna play out, but I knew he had something to do with it.
Yep.
And what I thought was, I thought she was actually dead. That's what I thought. I thought she was actually dead. Yeah. I didn't think she was. I thought that he was the one who actually killed her. I didn't think she was gonna be alive at the end.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
But
another spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, y'all.
Yeah, spoiler alert. So if you didn't see it, oh well, fuck you.
Yeah,
But anyway,
it's still good. Watch it.
I didn't see the Halle Berry movie. Everyone's saying
decent.
it's not good. Everyone's saying it's not good.
You know what? It wasn't bad. People just it's #1 on Netflix, and since this movie, they signed Holly up for another 2 more movies, so she getting a bag. But
for real?
Yeah.
It's
done.
Bag,
Obviously it's done well because she just got signed for 2 more movies. It wasn't bad,
baby.
It wasn't bad. It was a typical. It's funny. I saw a meme that said Halle is the worst movie mom in the world. They was showing.
I saw that on Twitter.
The movies that she had, like when she was
losing Isaiah,
mom, like losing Isaiah, Monster Ball.
Monster Ball. Hey, she wasn't shit in Monster Ball though.
Yeah, man.
Let's just keep it 100. Keep it 100. She was terrible.
Like, what your fat ass?
Yeah.
She'd be like, "What you want? You hungry again?" I'll be like, "Yeah." She wasn't shit in Monster Ball, but she won Oscar for that shit, right? Go figure. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but it was. Yep. I didn't think it was bad. I think it was. I think Halle is a good actress. I thought it was decent. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's a feel good, like predictable movie, but it wasn't bad. I don't think it was bad. I thought it was good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's worth
I might check it out this weekend.
It's worth the watch.
I'm checking it out this weekend.
Yeah.
That DMX doc.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it actually today. I had watched it today. It was you know what? It was sad. It was sad to
Real
watch.
Sad.
Not because
Real sad.
so much what was it was just like that his life was just you could almost just see his downward spiral again. Like when he came out, it's like he could never like every time he started doing good, it's just like stuff would happen. But then when you see behind the scenes how as soon as he got some money, bro, right? As soon as he got some money, then you got 55 hands out. This person, baby mamas, and court cases and lawyers, and it's just like before he could even enjoy the money, his money be gone.
Yep.
And it's like, I mean, some of that decision that he made with having all them damn kids, but
and then Tease, and on top of that demon on his shoulder.
Yeah, he couldn't get rid of it.
Demon tapping his shoulder.
He couldn't get rid of it. He couldn't get rid of it. And it's like it's crazy because I think he's been tormented. He was tormented all his life. Like I really feel bad for him. But then sometimes somebody that's been tortured for that long, you almost kind of feel like he's better off. Not that he's better off dead. We would rather have DMX here, but that he don't have to deal with that struggle no more.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? It is a thing of saying like rest in peace and that.
You heard him.
You
heard him. Remember he talking to his son? He said, I thought about I didn't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
That trauma, man.
Like how would his kids react to that?
Exactly.
Yeah. That was deep.
Trauma, man.
It was deep. Yeah, it was sad. Like just to see him trying to get back on track, and then when he finally got back on track, I'm just glad that they was able to document a lot of this, and I was glad that we was able to get their verses because to see him smiling, and I was glad we got to see the Drink Champs. Like I was glad that he like his last year was actually like he might not even knew it, but he was like it was a celebration of him because he wasn't gonna be here this year. You know what I'm saying?
Man, he looked so happy.
He did, bro. He did.
Like he looked. I ain't never seen X like that.
Yeah.
Like, He didn't even look like he was. I don't know. It's just something about him. Like I ain't gonna lie. I go back and watch that one.
Yeah.
I watched it like twice. X looked like a totally different dude, man.
Yeah. He looked like
totally different dude.
He looked like he was enjoying himself. And I think I remember him saying just like, after that, just how much love he was getting from people. But I don't even think he really realized, you know, I wish he would have seen, like, after his passing, just really how much people really did love DMX. Like, I don't think he ever really felt that because of just how he grew up. And I don't think he ever really realized, like, man, the world love you, dude. Like, you a big deal. Like, you're DMX. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he ever, like, his friend said it in the doc. He was saying, you know, he always been that same dude. Like, he always been Earl. He ain't never changed, and he never. That's what, like, his people was afraid. Like, when he go back to New York, they be afraid he gonna get back into those same habits. You know, like, the longer he stay here, the longer he gonna get back into trouble, because that's he can't escape it. So yeah, it was
I just love, man, that little scene when he was interacting with that dude, and that dude started crying, man, and X was talking to him. Like, that shit almost had me emotional, because it's like X is real spiritual.
Yeah.
And you can tell that he was fighting with that all his life. Like, he was fighting with it. But then for a young man to be like that open and vulnerable with him, and X to be open and vulnerable. We talking about DMX. We talking about a nigga who admittedly said that he used to rob and steal and use his dog to rob people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he know who Jesus Christ is.
Right.
So I just thought that was just so dope.
Yeah.
That he was able to show that side of him.
Yeah.
Because you said it. His fans love him.
Yeah.
You saw how not even black, but Mexicans, and they love that dude, man.
Yeah. 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 All races. Like, he don't even, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he even realized just how much, like, people loved him. Like, you just wasn't a hood star. Like, you had, like, fans everywhere. Like, people go crazy off of you know, it's probably not a hood classic with y'all gonna make me what is it, Party Up. That's
I hate that song.
As I would say, most black people don't really like that song. But
I hate it.
You go to a white club, they playing that shit, and I'm talking about they going crazy when that song come on.
They go, as we say, it go up.
Yeah, it go up, bro.
When they play that song,
they hear that, you know. We probably want to hear, like, the Rough Riders album or something like that, or Down Bottom.
I want to hear that, or What's My Name.
Yeah. Or what y'all really want.
Yeah. I like that joint. But what really did it for me was at the end when he was singing that Gladys Knight song.
I know.
I was like,
yeah, that was sad. That damn made me cry.
I was like, man, for them, it's fitting. Like, I had posted on Facebook, like, that song and the way that Doc ended, it was like a perfect sad ending. Like, it was just perfect, because we all know that song. We heard that song before.
Yeah.
We know that's a sad song.
Yeah.
And him, the way he was singing, it was like, damn, like, he know this is the end.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy because people be saying that. Like, they know people that pass, sometimes they can just feel like, you know, like, they could feel it and they act a certain way, and because they know they're getting ready to transition. Like, you know, and it's I think he might have been just ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember my grandma was passing, and she was my grandma was funny, but she was saying, like, she was asleep when she woke up, and then she was like, "Gave me my purse." I'm like, "What, Grandma?" She's like, "Oh, you ready to go?" I'm like, "No, you're not. You can't go. You can't walk right now." She's like, "Yes, She's like, "I'm getting ready to go home. Like, I'm getting ready to go home." I'm like, "You can't go home yet, Grandma." And then she starts talking about my mom, and she started talking about my granddad, and I felt like, you know, that was her way of just, like, she was preparing, like, she was saying she going home, but you really finna go home. Like, you're not going home, you finna go, you know, you going home, like, in heaven home. So I think people, like,
going up yonder.
Yeah, I feel like people,
that's
they kind of like, they know that they kind of like they kind of feel that going, you know what I'm saying? And that's probably, like, I feel like DMX, that's why he documented that last, like, year of his life like that, because maybe he felt like, you know, he ain't gonna be hit that much longer, you know.
I believe it. What another thing about it is him and his little son, that baby.
Yeah.
That little boy loved his daddy.
Yeah, he did.
He loved that little boy.
Yeah,
he loved that little boy. So
yeah,
it just that doc was sad. Like I told my cousin, I was like, you would have told me this was this sad, I wouldn't even watch that shit that early. I ain't need to be going through all them emotions at 9 o'clock in the morning. That's too early, man.
Yeah. If y'all watch it, y'all be prepared to get your tissue out.
Especially if you like me, I'm a huge DMX fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he dropped, I remember when he dropped, you can tell me shit about DMX.
Yeah.
I just love DMX. I'm like, you can rap.
Who didn't love DMX?
Man, it's just the X, like I said, like when it comes to deaths, my lifetime that we've been living, Biggie and Pac, it rocked me a little bit. But Kobe and DMX, them two, really shook me up.
Yeah.
Them two shook me up.
Yeah. You know what? I think that surprisingly, bro, out of all like celebrity deaths, I think Kobe is the one for me. Only because it was like, I'm a Michael Jackson fan. I'm a Whitney Houston fan. I'm a Prince fan.
Right.
You almost kind of like the way Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson kind of passed away. We were shocked that it was so, but you almost kind of was like, almost not surprised in the sense because they dealt with those drugs and stuff for so long. You know what I'm saying? So you almost kind of like, even though it was like still messed up, it was like, Whitney been dealing with that for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like, but then with Kobe passed, that was just like, nah, man. I thought I was waiting a whole day. And I wasn't even Kobe's biggest fan. You already know that. But I loved Kobe more as he got older. And I'm like, nah, I waited for that to be like a wrong. Like, that was wrong. Like, I'm like, they got this wrong. Like,
got it wrong.
Kobe, like, he just retired again. He our age. I'm like, Kobe ain't old. He our age. Like, he just coming to his own. Like, you would never, you don't look, you would never think somebody of that stature, like, this is a worldwide figure. Like, you would not think
worldwide figure.
Yeah, that's the one that still got me like, nah.
And for me, like, I just view Kobe as like invincible.
Yeah.
So that's why that's like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm still not over it. Like I'm like, I still have moments, like if I see something, or if I see a picture of him, I'm like, man, he really is gone. So I just, DMX and Kobe, them two is just
it's shocking. Yeah,
it's just shocking because we, like those are like, we grew up like with them, them two. Like, and then, I know we grew up with Mike and all them, but we grew like Kobe and DMX. We grew up with them.
And they not that far from our age group.
They're not that far from my age.
And then too, when you think about DMX, we think about how much we always look at DMX as like, he always get over it. He always overcome. Yeah. So you always used to think like, even when you found out something, you be like, oh, he gonna get out. He gonna get better. Like, I thought this time, I was like, he gonna come out good. He gonna come out. He gonna be back on stage doing his prayer, and it's just gonna be even better. And I'm just like, man, he didn't recover this time.
Nope, he didn't recover.
Yeah.
And he got a hold of some bad stuff, and it's
I
don't know, it was sad. Like, that documentary was sad, and then it just was sad. DMX he was one of the greatest.
He was.
Only rapper ever to have 2 #1 albums in the same
year. That's some crazy stuff, bro.
I don't think that's never gonna ever be beat. Ever.
For that alone. Alone.
That alone right there is why he'll go.
Yeah. I'm with you though.
Oh, before we end the show, you got to talk about your girl.
Which one?
Miss Portia.
Portia. Oh, Portia.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're talking about her engagement.
Yeah, give the little background.
So I'm gonna give a little background of this. I don't know if y'all saw it. Well, everyone, if you watch reality TV, you know that she's engaged to this guy named Simon. He's like this I don't know what kind of business he in, bro. Maybe you know, but I know he's just
I don't know what the fuck he do.
He's an African millionaire, right?
Yeah.
And so she was on the Tamara Hall show, and then Tamara asked her, "Okay, so when is the date?" You know, and she was like, you know, in Portia form, just like, well, you know, we're still dating. And so Tamara was pushing that button, like, what do you mean you're still dating? You're engaged. You're not still dating. You're engaged. Right. And she was like, well, we just taking our time to get to know each other because we got kind of engaged kind of fast. And so, you know, we're just taking our time. So everybody was just, it's basically they've been clowning her on social media and stuff because they're like, you know, they not really engaged and, you know, she just doing this for the ratings and all this stuff. But, you know, I guess it goes to ask this question though, you know, when you think about, like, for me, thinking about people that's engaged, like, do you think Tamara was just like pressing her too hard? Like, it doesn't really matter if you don't have a official date after you get engaged. Like, do you think that matters, or do you think that, you know,
should it be a time limit?
Yeah.
Should it be a time limit on when you should set a date?
Yeah.
I think you should, because if you don't and you continue to leave it open, then you leave open the chance of one of y'all saying, you know what, I don't want to do this, or you know what, maybe this ain't for me. That's just my opinion.
I feel like if you got engaged, then if we got engaged, that means you proposed and I agreed. So that means that we're working towards getting married. Like, yeah, we can still go on dates and date each other, but we're not dating as getting to know each other. That's a lifelong process. You're gonna always evolve into different things in a relationship. So her little excuse was stupid. I'm thinking maybe she's just holding off on a date because of the TV show. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I think.
Stuff like
That's what I think.
But yeah, you should have a date in mind. Like, we're not going to be engaged for 20 years. It's not an it's not an everlasting engagement. The minute we get a ring, even if it's 2 years from now, we're gonna set a date. That's the date. 2 years from now or 3 years from now. It's just not a ring to make you shut up. No, we're gonna we need a date. I need a date. Where's
you told me you want to get married, so we need a date.
Because it doesn't matter. Then it's the purpose of us getting engaged. We're getting engaged to get married. So what day are we getting married? Oh, okay, that's it. Yeah, we're not just getting engaged for fun.
You told me you want to get married, so we got to set a date.
We're setting the date. I look at it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, it ain't got to be tomorrow, but we need to have a goal in mind. Like, we're gonna have if we're going to do this, if we're going to have a wedding or whatever we choose to do, but something gonna get made. Like, we're not gonna be loosey goosey after that. No.
Yeah. Hold on.
That's just me.
But I don't know. I mean, Portia, I don't know, man. I used to like her. I don't like her no more, T. She really is a bird now. You know what I mean?
She a little chicken head.
You hear me?
Yeah, she a little chicken head. I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. But and dude, I don't trust dude either. I think dude.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just something about the whole thing. I just think they doing this for the show. That's all.
Yeah. Something's weird about the whole thing. I don't know what it is, bro, but yeah, something weird about everything.
Well, I'm still gonna watch the show because I just want to see what ratchet stuff they gonna do, but I don't think they're gonna make it to the altar.
Me neither. I don't either. I think we're gonna see a whole season of ratchetness, but I don't think they're gonna actually get married. I don't see it.
And you know what? And now that, let's see, didn't her sister get engaged or her best friend get engaged? The dark-skinned girl.
Her sister, her best friend. I think she actually got married, didn't she?
Yeah. You know
Samika.
What's her name?
Samika. I think that's her name. Samika, something like that.
Yeah. I think she got engaged.
We lost your audio, bro.
I'm back. We back.
I got you back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, hey, Tease, we got to get some shout outs because we missed a week. Oh, we got a new listener.
You
We got a new listener.
Who that is?
I want to give a shout out to my long time 6th grade teacher.
Oh, nice.
Her name is Miss Hogan. She saw
Hogan.
me. She saw us post a podcast on my page, and she took a listen, and she said she loved it, and she said she could not believe that I'm this grown and talking.
Yeah, that's hilarious with people that knew us when we was kids and they watched the show, and they always say that I've had some people come to older people that from when we was kids and be like, "See you on that, cousin." I'm like, "No, ma'am." I be trying not to. I'm like, "That be Moses."
She told me, you should have heard. She was like, she said I see her at the school because her husband works there. So she saw me. She was like, I love you and your friend. It's Tease, right? I love you guys' podcast. So I was like,
oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Well, tell Miss Hogan, we definitely appreciate you listening.
Yeah. I was shocked. I was shocked. I was like, Miss Hogan, I try not to cuss a lot, Miss Hogan. She was like, oh no, you're fine. It's okay.
That's hilarious. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So you got shout outs?
Just like, just regular, as far as just everybody, just thank y'all for listening. We back from our little break, but next week we got a guest coming. Some little black girl magic for y'all, some local black girl magic that is gonna come through, and we're gonna talk about some stuff for her. So I'm excited about that next week. And we got some I can't wait. Like, we're gonna close this year out strong. We got a little funny, not funny, but we got a good episode planned for as we end this year out. But yeah, we thank y'all for rocking with us. Everybody that's been listening, that's been subscribing. Those of you who listen and don't subscribe, y'all hit that subscribe button for me, please. And as always, like and share and comment. We appreciate that. It's been a ride, but we own it. Whatever that means.
Well, look, before we end it, listeners, the year's almost out. I want to say thank y'all, and we mean that. We're rocking with us. The merch is coming. We got a whole bunch of stuff coming, so hang in there with us.
Website's
We're gonna
coming.
keep doing this.
Yeah.
Because we love to do this.
Yeah.
And eventually we're gonna make some money off this. It's coming. We're gonna do it. But
coming.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yep, next week.
Peace.